Welcome back to Danish Fly Tying YouTube channel. Today I'm going to tie this little goby and I'm calling it baby color goby because I've made it with primarily craft fur from this lovely winter jacket color that I got, and I just saw it and thought that would be great for fly tying. I actually got it from a follower of the channel. Thank you, Esther. And yeah, I saw this color and I definitely thought about gobies that we have around the Danish coastline, when it's a great snack for sea trout when you're targeting them. And it has some great movement to it. You can surely use some other like real craft fur for it, but this works very fine. And the materials that I use for this is like this craft fur, but also some red yarn, and I'm tying it on a stinger hook size 8, a quite small hook. That's why I'm calling it the baby color goby, and some tinsel, pearl opal tinsel, and some thin thread. And yeah, the head is made of UV resin and some 3mm flat ice. I think that's quite that. It's a quite small fly, and the materials don't soak water that much, so it's very easy to tie, and I like to fish flies like this also on my class 3 and class 4 rod, when especially I'm in the fjords, and it's just so fun to fish with those light rods for these strong trout. Yeah, if you have any questions, please comment down below, and I hope you will see me tying this, and I hope you try to tie it together with me, and I will guide you through the steps of it. Yeah, let's tie it. So this is the one we're gonna tie today, and as you see, the craft fur is on the top of the fly, and it really makes this fly a very nice fishing fly because the tangling is so low. Great. And I'm using a stinger hook size 8. This is like a Ahrex 122 stinger hook, and the thread I'm using is a Veevus 30 denier. It's quite thin, which I like, and still have it is still very strong. Work your way down to the hook bend, and now we're gonna take a piece of craft fur that you have prepared, and I have taken away the short strands, and it's about 2.5 hook shank long, and make sure that you tie it on top of the hook shank, and then we can work our way thread down to where we want to cut it off. And this is made of several sections down the hook shank, and we're gonna tie in some tinsel here. It's like a pearl or opal tinsel size small. Secure it down to where your craft fur is, and then you can secure it with some super glue. And then we can turn it with overlapping turns. You can give this some UV resin as well afterwards when you work your way up the hook shank. I'm not doing that today. But it also gives it a nice shine to it. And now we're ready for the next craft fur, and it's about 1 centimeter shorter than the tail, so it will help us build up that tape of the fly. And again, tie it on top of the hook shank. Like this, and we can cut it off. If you, I also have a tutorial of this on Instagram if you just want the short version of it. But since you're here, let's tie the whole fly together. And again, some tinsel like before. Oh, if you also have a traveler vise from Resin City, this little screw sometimes gets loose, like it just did there. And some super glue, just a little drop. And then turn your tinsel around. Like this. You can also use a wider tinsel to make it faster. This is just what I just had. Cut it off, and we're getting one little section more before we make the head. And again, a bit shorter than the previous. And get it again on top of the hook shank and secure it with some tight thread wraps. And a nice thing is to turn your craftfur or materials here. It makes it much easier to cut away. Oh, this was not as tight as I wanted to, but I think you understand what I mean. And a bit of super glue again. And for this time we're not going to use some tinsel, we're going to use some red yarn. This is a fluorescent red. You can tie it down here and then get it here on the bottom, on the side of the, this imitates the gills of the fly. Yes, and now we're ready for making the head of the fly. And this is not like we did before. This is also gonna be like a bit shorter than before, but this time we're gonna tie it in reverse, like a craftfur holo tie, which gives it a bit more shoulders. You can cut it to an angle here. It helps you get the taper afterwards, but you have to try to manipulate it around. And this time I would like to have the thread down to the hook eye and press your materials down and a couple of loose turns. And I only want this craftfur on the top of the hook shank, so you can see that I have the materials here on top and nothing underneath it. And hold it tight with your thumbs and index finger and pull tight. And I'm gonna trim away some of the fibers here. That was why I cut it to an angle before, because then this part is easier. Great. And now we have to get the materials back, and you can give it a bit of massage here. And again, it's only on the top of the hook shank, and we're gonna press it down with some tight turns. And now we're soon ready with the tying part. We just need to secure the thread. I'll make a whip finish here. We're gonna soak it in UV resin afterwards, so it doesn't have to be too. I think you can see the tip of the fly now. Just want to get away some of the strands here. Great. And now we're ready for the eyes. It's a 3mm flat eyes in some, I think it's holographic gold or something. It's just a sheet like this, and you can have them here, and I'm using a thick UV resin here for the eyes. That's one. Oh, where did you go? Now I have 3. Where did the third one come from? I don't know. Great, that's one. And again on the other side. Great. And make sure that they align. That's fine. Great. And now we're gonna get some UV resin between the eyes. Gonna start with above, just a little drop, let it soak in. Great. And for the bottom, I'm using some fluorescent UV resin red, which I think looks good together with the yarn. Great, now for the final coat of UV resin. Make sure not to use too much. If you get a too big hit, it's gonna kill the movement of the fly. That's maybe even too much. That's fine. And cure it with the UV light. And nicely. I think we're finished now. Just get away with that one. Oh, that's better. So you have a really nice fishing fly here that doesn't tangle much, but still has some great movement to it. You can easily use some real craftfur made for fly tying. It's even, most of it is softer than this from the winter color, or winter jacket color. So try that as well. Get what you have around you and find some materials that is not supposed to be fly tying materials and make it just that more fun to fly tying flies. Yeah, this is one way to make a little goby, and I'm definitely gonna catch some sea trouts with this one. I don't doubt it. And if you have any question to this video or to this fly, please comment down below. And also please comment if you have a suggestion what you can catch on a fly like this. So yeah, that was all for tonight, and I hope that you have enjoyed it as much as I did, and now I have like a good bunch here for a row in my box. Can't wait to use it, so have a nice evening, or what day or whatever time you're having now. Hi.